Hey guys, Randomz here. Welcome to another tier list video. We got the Gorillaz Now album tier list. A lot of you have been waiting for this one. If you guys are new to the channel, check out the channel trailer. We do anything random on the channel, hence the name. Mainly known for Gorillaz content, and that's what I'm going to be pushing out a bit more. So if you like Gorillaz content, I hope you consider subscribing. So the Now tier list. If you're living under a rock or whatever, we've done the past albums. I skipped the fall because I don't really care for that album. That's just me. Didn't do the remix albums, just how I feel. So in these tier list videos, usually for the past Gorillaz albums, we do the main songs. Then they usually have a special edition somewhat, or you have songs like Sleeping Powder that came after an album, or Dawn Chromatic, which I don't know if I rated that song, but some songs that come before. But this is the Now. There's a couple demo. We'll get to some demos, and if you know me, you know what demo I'm waiting for. So with Now demos, there's not really any. There's some cut songs, but we don't know if we hear snippets, but we don't know the names of them. So there's not that much. But we will jump into this. The Now tier list. This is my opinion. I respect everyone's opinions out there. So I hope you can do the same for me and respect mine. So here we go. The Now tier list. Let's jump in. And the first song, Humility. Alright, so what I put here, I listened to all of them, all the songs, and then I have a little script here of the thoughts, lyrics, or anything that stood out to me. So good grower. It's a grower with instrumentals. It gets kind of louder midway and then at the end. The music video helps a lot. It's really cool. Probably top 10 all-time Gorillaz music videos, I would say. That's a really good one. And you have Ace in there too. He's pretty cool. Not much to say lyric-wise. I mean, the whole if I know it's broken, do I pick it up, or something like that. For Humility, B tier. This is in the B tier. That's all I have to say. I'm just thinking, I can't wait to see. I really hope you comment on every pick that I put here, because I love commenting with you guys and interacting with you in the comments for Gorillaz content. So we'll move on next to Tranz. Okay, I'm gonna rip the band-aid off right off the start. This is S tier, baby. This song is S tier. Incredible instrumental. Songs like this make me want the reissue bad. Yeah, I don't know why I put that, but one of the lyrics, do you look like me, and do you burn like me? I like that too. And it sounds kind of hypnotic with the effect that it sounds like. First time hearing the pop off, like when he goes, "Do you dance?" or I don't know. Do you dance like this? Is that what he says? Like the pop off is like, that doesn't really hit. And even now, it grows a bit, but it's almost like Opium from Song Machine, or Song Machine Deluxe version. The pop off is like, I expected a bigger pop off. It didn't really, I don't know. In the Tranz, it kind of grew. It's still not the pop off that I would have picked, but I don't know. Music video is crazy. But what is the logic? What's the logic / story of that? Some people say Ace gave them drugs, and that's what they see as they sing the song. And Gorillaz should do more music videos like this, where they're actually performing the songs. You got Russ, who's actually smiling, and he's playing the drums, a part of the song. Then you rarely see the Noodle doing the guitar thing, which that video blew up. It's one of the earliest videos on this channel. It's with Noodle. You can actually hear Noodle's part, and people like that. That's half and half. I don't care. Put it in. It's cool. Put it out. It's whatever. Song's still good. S tier. Yeah. What's the logic of that music video? People say it's just Ace gave him drugs, and that's why they act like that. And 2D with his, what's it called? His bright eyes. And then I already mentioned this, but the "Do you burn like me" and all that. And another detail is I think I said this in the last video. I forgot what it was called, the Gorillaz related video. Oh yeah, I was talking about my favorite characters and from their eras and all that. I was saying how 2D and Tranz, when he looks all clay-like, and he's almost like a zombie, and he's got snot coming out. I like how he looks right there. That was pretty cool. And maybe in the future we'll see some sort of claymation with the Gorillaz characters. That'd be pretty cool. So next up, we will move on to Hollywood. All right, Hollywood, amazing instrumental with the beat drums, with the whole. I'm not gonna play any audio, but you know that was like the beginning of the song. And there's a hidden detail. Listen to the very start of Hollywood. I might do a YouTube shorts of this, but you'll hear like it's the very start. It goes low and it's like a high pitch. That same sound effect was used in like a Phase 1 song. I think it was in the G sides. I forgot what song. I think it's Dracula. It's the same effect. I will probably do a YouTube shorts of that if I remember. But yeah, a little detail for you there. So amazing instrumental with the beat drums. I do like the. People say you can't curse. I'm gonna allow this curse right here because it's a lyric in the song. But she can be a bitch. Like I like that when he says that. Snoop. So put Snoop Dogg is the Gorillaz traditional collabor. He's just a tradition. Every now and then we'll get Snoop Dogg. So the first time he was in Plastic Woke Up to the World, the Plastic Beach, and then now we have him in Hollywood. I don't think he was in anything else, but he knows Gorillaz, I guess, and he likes them. I wonder how he got into them. I don't know, or how he heard about them. And another thing, I think in a live performance, he was actually in Clint Eastwood, and he did a live performance there, so that was pretty cool. And then with him, I hope that he comes in Season 2 Song Machine, or something like that, because he is a traditional Gorillaz collabor. Every now and then, you're going to see Snoop Dogg, so hopefully we see him again. Cool video, and then I said, what the F does he say at the end? Because he's something about that you need. It says it like that you need. I know, and then something that you need. That's what it sounds like. I don't know what he says at the end, but comment for me, please. For this one's in the air. I think I already took a screenshot. So it's either S or A tier. It's close. It's so good, the beat. So I'm going to let the editing phase randoms pick. Is it S or A tier? It could be either one. Hands down A tier, but it barely may get S tier. I don't know. That's how I feel with Hollywood. Next up, we'll move on to Kansas. Okay, amazing bass at the start. I love that hypnotizing. It's like zit, 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 zit. I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds like hypnotizing. And then one of the lyrics, it gives me goosebumps. It's but if I got it right, you'd tell me. Like every time I get goosebumps when he says that. The end is kind of emotional, so that means kind of teary because it's so good with the instrumental in that part. I think I just repeated myself. My bad. Gives me goodbye vibes. I don't know, just someone leaving. That's the vibe that I get with this instrumental at the mid to end of this song. But with this one, Kansas, solid B tier for me. So next up, we'll move on to Sorcerers. So this one was almost called Inner Visions. Either title's cool. It didn't really matter with me. Reject False Icons. Oh yeah, so this is when Damon, I like when Damon says in Reject False Icons, he says, you gotta get that wizard in there now. And then that's where that synth comes in. And then the lyric, everybody cool down. Everybody on time, on time. The ending is nice. And solid B tier for Sorcerers. B tier for Sorcerers. And I feel pretty solid. I'll tell you, I think throughout this entire album, I felt pretty solid of where I put things. No struggles whatsoever. So move on next to Idaho. Okay, this one for me was definitely a grower. And I think this is as close as you get to a country song for Gorillaz. This is as close as it gets. People say, does Gorillaz even have a country song? Which I don't even care for country. There's only one song I like. It's called All Right by Darius Rucker or something like that. Check it out if you want. I actually like that song. But does this count as country? Leave a comment. Idaho counts as a country song. This is as close as it gets. I don't know. It was definitely a grower when I first heard it. And I just want to say, during the Now, this is when I legitimately became a Gorillaz fan. Hands down. Every here and there I seen, maybe this is a video for another time, how I became a Gorillaz member. Let me know if you want that. Then this is hard to describe. I love his start tone and his second part tone. So the way he says, floating on something road. And then da-na-na-na-na. So it's a high pitch, and then he goes with the low pitch, like the way it sounds. It's pretty smooth the way he says it. I can't. That's the best I could describe it. When it gets loud, it's a hit and miss. When it gets loud, it kind of kills it. If he kept it mellow the entire way, that would have been cool. So there are parts when he says something about footsteps and footsteps play. Something about footsteps in the woods or something like that. That exact same footsteps plays in another song, I think, and I think it's Sokai that plays it. Or it's another one that oh, it's a 1%. 1%. I don't think it plays in Sokai. But in 1%, you hear the same footsteps of walking. So for Idaho, this one was a low B tier. And if you know my tier lists, whoever's closest to the letter, that it wins that tiebreaker. So whoever's way at the back, they kind of barely got B tier or something like that. But yeah, it was a low B tier for Idaho, but it was definitely a grower for sure. So we'll move on next to Lake Zurich. This one's pretty small. Cool instrumental. Some lyrics here and there. I like the la 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 with the it reminds me of Noodle, Phase 1 Noodle. If she were to be in on this with the whole la la, it's like the kids in the background. That reminds me of Noodle for some reason, but I do like that. Lake Zurich, small. Some people say you didn't really need this in the album, but people like it. And this one is a low B tier again. Just how I feel. It is cool. It's cool instrumental, but this is how I feel about Lake Zurich. So move on next to Magic City. So the start sound is nice and bass. He also says something about Billboard on the Moon. That's the connection from Strange Times on Song Machine, where there's actually a billboard on the moon. And they blow it up. I forgot what was on the billboard, but they blow it up. I don't know what I was meaning when I was typing this, but ending with that specific sound is nice. Some keyboard. So that's what I put. I guess there's like a keyboard sound at the end that sounds really nice. But for Magic City, I put this in the B tier. I feel like people will probably hate me. People like this song. And it's a good song. But I think like midway, there's something about it. I can't rank it higher for me. That's just how I feel about that for Magic City. But people like Magic City. I know people who say that's my favorite song on the album. That's what they'll say about that. So we'll move on next to Fireflies. All right, amazing instrumentals. I like the lyric, sometimes I follow Firefly into the night, baby. I still survive. I got drunk. And I got drunk. 2D gets drunk. I don't know. But yeah, that whole lyric is cool. Ending is crazy good. Crazy good. There's a... people say that Noodle's part is underrated in Tranz. There's a faint. You can faintly hear it. Get some headphones. Good headphones. Listen to the end of Fireflies. And there's some weird, like, funky bass keyboard that plays in near the end. Listen. He should have turned that up. That was really good. But Fireflies, A tier. A tier for Fireflies. This song is so good. I really love that bass. The sound it plays at the start. The lyrics. When this one goes loud, it's okay. I think it's okay. Just the noises in this one. People say Fireflies. There's a misconception. There's a confusion in the community of Gorillaz. They say Fireflies was the demo of Heartbeat. Or Heartbeat was actually Firefly. I don't know. Someone debunked it. I don't know. I think the whole Heartbeat and Founding Fathers, it's way different from this Fireflies, in my opinion. But only time will tell in that reissue, right? So we'll see. But that's an A tier for Fireflies. Good, really good song. We'll move on. Move on next to 1%. Okay, for this one, it was almost cut. But it made it in, as said in Reject False Icons. They're saying how I almost wanted to cut 1%, and then they almost kind of they fight. They get into a tuffle, Jamie and Huel. But he's trying to cut it. It's like with I say this in almost every tier list. Why would you cut? You worked. I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand artists. I guess the only way they cut some songs is because it didn't fit in the album. And that's what they said for this. It just didn't fit in the album. But you made it. You took the time and effort to make it, but not to release it? I have no clue. But I guess that the reissue is going to bring it all back now. So I guess that's that answer. I get goosebumps hearing this song and a little teary the end. So the end with the footsteps, that's that connection as used in the other song. Hypnotized vibes. I made a hypnotized type video. There's hypnosis visuals. Just look at a 1% hypnotize edit. I made that video. It's basically looping the very start, and it's a perfect loop. So if you like the beginning of 1% of it looping, and look at my hypnotized edit, it's pretty cool. But for 1%, I'm glad that they kept this one. I mean, even the reissues are coming, which who knows when Demon Days will come. I hope we don't have to wait 1 year for each album. That would really suck. But when it comes to reissues, Now and Humans, guaranteed buy. I really want those. I still got to get a record player, but guaranteed buy with those ones, because I don't know. I really want. I just really want the Humans one, and Now is gonna have that. It's gonna have that. It has to have that heartbeat demo. It has to have it. I swear. If it doesn't have it, oh man, that's gonna be bad. Because in phase 1, I feel like there should have been a lot more demos, but it was 5 demos in phase 1. I don't know. We'll see. But for 1%, A tier, because this song is so good. Goosebumps galore. It's just so good, man. It is so good, and it's probably, people probably say it should be lower because it's a short song, but it's so good. It's like Tranz, short song, but it's still good. Still freaking good. So we'll move on next to the final song on the album. We will talk about cut songs and demos, alternate versions for the Now. But for the last song on the album, Sokai. Okay, I'm just going to jump in and say the letter. Ready? S tier for Sokai. S tier. What do I say? The humming, the instrumental. It's a song about Murdoch, kind of. Love the it's like a horror type hums. They sound like kind of horrified, and it sounds like it was made in like the 60s on a old microphone, like the way they hum. It has like an old timey record player scratch type sound in this song. Timestamp 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the song, makes me cry at times. It's good. 2 minutes and 49 seconds is amazing. I think that's the part where it kind of picks up and it goes kind of faster. There's also I could hear that in the background. It's almost like a fiesta-esque type of vibe to it. And then almost old-timey sound at the end. You can hear too. Oh, you can hear. And then 2D sniffing at the end. You can hear him. You can actually hear it at the end. He sniffs and he kind of puts the microphone and walks away. So if you remember, way back on the Gorillaz self-titled tier list, I said something about another song I love deeply. This was the one. Way back then when I don't even know. Was that like a year from now? That was this was the song. And I think when I was making that tier list, I said Latin Simone was S tier. And I was thinking of we're caught up now after this, because we already did Song Machine tier list. I'm not gonna do an updated. All I gotta say is Chalk Tablet Towers, move that to S tier. Okay, there you go. We're not gonna redo a Song Machine tier list. Season 2, we'll get to that. But yeah, way back then I said Latin Simone was S tier. I had this video idea, taking all my A and S tiers and seeing who really is the top dog, and it really comes down possibly to Latin Simone and Sokai. Those are my all-time songs right there. Just go back to all these tier list videos, take all those S tiers, and those are my favorite songs. So I think, Pirate Jet. I don't think Humans had a S tier. I'm not sure. Demon Days didn't have an S tier, I don't think either. And Demon Days was like C, B tier. This one's like kind of a bit out there. There's no F tiers in the Now. But yeah, Sokai S tier. This is one of the top songs for me. It's just, this one gets me emotional. I still have yet to film this video idea. It's going to be called Proof That Music Makes Me Cry, or Proof That Music Can Make You Cry. And Sokai is one of those songs that will be played in the playlist. I think I'll do a cinematography type of thing, and you'll only see my eyes, and then I'll just vibe to the song, and then you'll probably see tears come down. It'll be a shot of just the eyes. But yeah, that was the Now album, just the album. We'll get into the demos now. I don't think I'll have I'm doing a little thing in the editing phase. Between each song, I'll play like a little clip of the song before we jump into it. But I think I'll just jump into this now. Heartbeat S tier. You already know. If you know me, If you don't know Heartbeat, just type in Gorillaz the Now Now Heartbeat. Just type that in and look for it's like a 47-second to a minute type of demo. It was clipped from Reject False Icons. S tier if it came, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna edit the tier list now. But best song of all time if it comes. Best song of all times in Gorillaz. If I get to hear that entire song and it is the way I want it to be. If it's totally different, probably not gonna like it. We'll see. It could be very hyped, but who knows? What I hear now, that's like a majority of the song. Could be a short song. Could be a long song. That'd be pretty cool if it was. I guess they cut this because it didn't fit. It almost sounds like Sokai, almost Tranz, just with kind of the horror, scary, a little scary type vibes. And this song's a little scary, just the way it sounds, and it sounds kind of on edge. It sounds unsafe. I don't know. That's just the vibes. But it's just so good. It's so good. Why did I say goods with an S? I don't know. I've done so many videos on it. I dedicated an analysis video talking about the lyrics I hear, which I forgot the ending part. Or there's another part I forgot. The very beginning. Which if you watch Reject False Icons, it's the part where Jamie talks during the part. Which I wish he didn't so we can hear it more clearly. But it's whatever. Alright, let's just move on. 1% demo sounds a lot better. This maybe could have been S tier if you had this version in there. Maybe in the reissue, we'll hear this version. Kansas demo is pretty nice. Founding Fathers. Again, it's weird. Just type in Gorillaz Founding Fathers clip or snippet. There's like a 7-second one. I'm not sure if that's the sound of Founding Fathers. I don't know. But we know that one of these songs is called Founding Fathers because there's a picture of all the tracks, and they're at the bottom. After Sokai, it was supposed to be Founding Fathers. So I'm not sure how that would have played. Maybe swap them out, because Sokai is a bit better as an ender, but we haven't heard Founding Fathers yet, so. Jamie's even made a picture, and it's called Founding Fathers. That's my profile picture, because I'm really hyped about... Just watch the Founding Fathers, Heartbeat, Crazy Golf. There's another song called Crazy Golf. I made a whole analysis video. I think this song called Founding Fathers, in my opinion. People call it Heartbeat just because he says Heartbeat. I think it's Founding Fathers, but we'll see. He says something about trapped in the gates of London. I have no clue, but this is a video about this. Let's focus on this. And that was about it for demos. I mean, there's more demos. The Sorcerers. Need George Benson, really. I know how he says that. There's a lot of other demos, but those are the ones that stood out. So all we could do, wait for that reissue, and someone leaked the demos, because people already showed the demos. I did a demos of the self-titled Gorillaz album. A little reaction of the demos. That was pretty cool. There's like 1 or 2 songs in there that I liked. That's just me. But that's it. What do you guys think of my tier list? Leave your tier list down below. I'd love to hear you guys. Let's comment. Let's get interaction going in the comments. Like the video, because we just finished it all, guys. This is it. This is all that we did. We did Song Machine tier list. We did the episodes, and we did the songs themselves. And now we wait for season 2, which I'm thinking of. I'm trying to think. Maybe episode 1. When episode 1 comes, I'm trying to think. Should I? This is another comment I want you to leave. Let's say season 2, episode 1 comes out. Song Machine. Do you want me to rank it already at the start? I feel like I should wait, because Song Machine 1, when I had to rank it right then and there off the first listen, they were low. But after giving a lot of time, I would love to bump some of them up, because definitely growers. So I'm not sure if I'll spoil how I feel about the song in season 2, or for any new music of Gorillaz. I'll probably just we'll wait until a full thing comes out, then I'll rank them all. So this was the Now 2D got his album. I think if people didn't complain, this probably would have never came out, because people complain 2D's not enough in it. So now you got an album of 2D. So it's kind of an apology letter in a way. But anyway, leave a like, leave a comment. Every time I said comment, I really want to hear you guys comment on each thing I wanted. You can leave a long comment. It's okay. Hope you stay subscribed and like the video and comment and like and subscribe and comment and like. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so that is it. I will see you guys in the future videos to come. Peace out.